Playing host once again to the Buick LPGA Shanghai, where a stellar field has gathered, including jeenothitikul, ranked the best player in the world, the Thai, the one to beat. Minjeelee, a major champion once again in 2025, the Australian yet to finish outside the top 30 all season. But the hometown hero is ruoningyin, who saluted V for victory 12 months ago, making history by taking this title. Hello and welcome along to day one of the Buick LPGA Shanghai. It's been a season like no other on the LPGA Tour, with different winners every week. Whose time is it going to be in China? Well, it's been pretty good weather-wise so far, unless you don't like the heat. It has been extremely hot in Shanghai in the build-up to the event. The forecast for the week is good, if not a little on that warm side. We're not complaining in the commentary box with the air conditioning. Katrina, Matthew and George Harper Jr. with myself, Richard Kaufman, and some world-class players in our main groups. Well, play got underway at 8 o'clock this morning. Let's find out who's been doing what. Just mentioned Minjeelee. Here she is.
With a birdie putt here on the first. And well done, Minjee.
That putter, still very much her friend. George, a number of winners on tour this year. Every week a different one. Here's one of the season's champions.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, to see how many fresh faces. And look at this on one of the feature holes. Rolls out beautifully to a near tap, and seriously solid stuff from Somilee.
Yeah, she birdied 4 of the last 5 holes on that back 9, out in 32. Great start from ashleighbuhai, the South African. Birdied 10 and 11. Here she is at 16. There is a car on offer for a hole-in-one. It nearly was time to hand over the keys to ashleighbuhai.
Oh, wow.
Well, she's very fortunate, Gino, that she didn't find the reeds and actually has a shot in the penalty area beyond the red line.
Oh, and what a recovery.
Well, if you're going to get a break, make the most of it. And it looks like Gino is going to do that. That left for 4 successive birdies for the world number 1.
Yeah, cashing in on a very lucky lie. Here to the 9th. Got a break. She's just scared the hole a few times as Vu today. She'll be starting to get a little bit frustrated that the ball is not dropping.
Back to 8.
From more traditional spot, shall we say, centre of the fairway. And another good shot, giving herself a nice little uphiller.
I love hearing the local crowds following Yin, really getting invested in every shot.
You've been learning, haven't you, the Mandarin for good shot?
Oh, I've been trying, Richard. I've been trying. I've been focusing on my English first and foremost this week.
You do the English well, I have to say. The Mandarin, not so good.
Leo.
Just never quite had that on the right line. It was always left from the start.
Well, 2 in fairly close. You'd expect more of the same here from Minjeelee.
Yeah, we nearly expect her to get it inside them. That look she had, and made a good try at it.
So
3 very good shots.
What do you reckon? How many birdies out of that trio?
I'm going to go for 2.
Well, famously sung once, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yamashita. Clawing her way back slowly. Perfect position. Uphill off the right. Oh. I don't know how that hasn't moved closer to the hole there. And it looks like she's thinking the same.
Yeah, I think that flummoxed her. She thought she did a really good bit. So did I. We all did.
Unlucky, but still solid enough. Front 9 for the AIG Women's Open Champion.
Okay, so here we go. On to the 8th green. The first of the trio of chances.
Yeah, 15 feet up the hill. Be a fraction off the right-hand side.
There's the first. At last for ruoningyin. Opens up her account. So 1 down, 2 to go, Sophie.
They were all inside 100 yards, and you got the impression once Gino hit that miracle shot from down the water that the other two were thinking, I need to get mine close as well. And you've spoken about minjeelee's putting record, but if we break that down, she is saving 2 shots around on the greens compared to herself last year, which is a staggering number.
I wonder why she didn't go to this broom handle a little earlier then.
Pride, Richard, pride. Richie Smith, her coach, gave her a few weeks holiday at the beginning of the year and said, come back and let's work on something. And this is what happened. The broomstick, right edge putt for a birdie.
Yeah, it worked so well. She had a few putting contests with her brother Minwoo down at Royal Fremantle, and she beat him in a putting contest using the broom handle, and thought, well, maybe there is something in this. There really was, Minjee.
Well, from the second best putter on tour to the first. She is on a roll. A brilliant comeback. Must have been unnerving being 3 over par through 3 holes. Thought she'd hit it in the water off the tee. Didn't. There's this ever so slightly left to right for birdie.
All 3 players filling it up at the 8th. Gino with 4 birdies in a row, 1 under par now. Minjeelee moving to 3 under par, and ruoningyin with her first birdie of the day, getting herself back to even. But the leader can do no wrong. The 23-year-old from Thailand, Arpichayayubol, holding a bomber over at 16 to get herself to 7 under par.
A par 5 to finish. This front 9, 514 yards. Bunkers on the right-hand side start at 250. The prevailing wind here has this 9th hole with some help, but we've got the sucker pin on the left-hand side of the green. So if you get your drive away, you might still not want to go for this into. Ronnie next up.
All players freshly off a birdie, and all players have found the fairway here on the 9th hole.
Well, yeah, and I agree with you, Sophie, with that pin tucked on the left-hand side. We've not really seen anyone let loose with the 3-wood and go for this green. And here we are, 3rd shot for mirandawang. See her, she's got a clear view down to that left side, the pin tucked on the left. She's pulled it a fraction. Oh, and sit. That's a steep slope.
Yeah, it's about 110 yards from that bunker, so a lot of people laying up to that number. Jennyshin now having a great day of her own, 4 under par. And she continues as well. Yeah, it's fun green, the 11th. As to as this. Angelyin, she'll be going all out attack.
Yeah, she needs a good wedge here. Birdie here would set her up. Oh, and she has done it. Give her a pep in her step going to the back 9.
And that's important.
It is. Momentum's important.
Kang looking for the same thing, and she will. She will. She won't.
Go.
She does. Well, there's a momentum swing if you've ever seen one.
That's one way to make a birdie.
Yeah, as you can probably hear, she's just no need to use the putt is probably the easiest way. Jennyshin now. We saw her tremendous tee shot here on the 11th. Very tough green. Undulations all over the show here. And she just hasn't quite hit that.
And here's Wong after going long with her, pulling her wedge. Just ran on a little bit too much.
That's the case. We have seen a few good ones already so far today. This one, though, just for par.
Yeah, nicely done.
Good putt, good save.
I always like to hear players, Katrina, say they love putting because you're a player who's finished top 10 on the LPGA Tour 100 times.
You know, you're probably not going to hole many. You've got to walk onto that green with confidence and enjoying the challenge of putting.
Yeah, whereas Daniellekang, is having to hold chip shots to get them in the hole. Whereas for, someone like Mirandawang, she feels even on these greens, which we know aren't perfect, that she can hold them. Out in 37 for liliavu. Opened up with a birdie, but a couple of bogeys since then.
Might come back a touch. A bit of a backstop. Nicely played there from Lilia.
She says she enjoys Mikey Patterson on the bag. He keeps it very simple, the Scotsman. And this is simple. It's a lob wedge. It's 86 yards. And it's on the money for the Aussie.
It feels a little bit like target golf at the moment here on 9, and it's not too bad. Look at the ball sit so dead there.
Ronin's got 75 yards. Left-hand side angle is better. Minimum carry, 68.
That sounded lovely contact. I think that caught the hole. You can just see the mark on the edge of the hole. Nearly slam dunked it.
It has gone in and straight back out. Didn't like the taste of that golf ball. My goodness, this 9th hole is providing some fireworks. Yeah.
It did go right in. I think that went right down to the bottom.
It has.
Popped out.
Wow, that's an unlucky break if you've ever seen one. Titikul now. Wow, quite boring shot compared to the one we just saw. Wow, that was incredible.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sophie. We were getting a little excited there when we saw that one go in and out the hole. And here we've got Yubol, her third at the par 5 17th. Mind you, she just told one about that length on the hole before.
Yuliu looking to get into the red. Not going to get that.
So it was maybe just as well she had it on the 11th and not the 16th.
Yeah, the 16th is where the prize is on offer.
But the rules are changing so quickly,
I'm just thinking
who
that
knows?
maybe in the last couple of years the amateurs can claim the car. I'm sorry I don't know the answer to that. I should. And I pretend sometimes I know everything, but I don't.
I was getting a little concerned when you were asking me a fact. You're usually right on that.
Sophie may know the answer to that.
Well,
I am just loving the fact that Richard doesn't know something.
Happens now and again. Was that Sumino?
It was. See,
you're just trying to make up for it.
yeah.
Had to claw one back.
Well, I think I was driving a car at about 10 or 12 years old, so I'd be fuming if I didn't get to win the prize at any age. Jeenothitikul, can she get another?
Here is The player 3 ahead of her. Wonder if she'll be laughing after this one.
Would be about half the distance of the bomb she held on 16. Back up the hill. Looks like she's got a fairly smooth run, smooth line to get to the hole there.
Surely not again. From downtown on the Aeon risk-reward hole. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, yes. What a putt.
This is unbelievable golf.
Nothing wrong with these greens.
Nothing wrong. And that is quite the scorecard. 8 under par. I don't even know if she could believe that one.
8 under par.
And let's see if Minjee can make birdie here on the 9th. Oh, and this just, we've seen a lot of putts miss here. Obviously foxing them with the reed.
And a lot of them on that same side of the hole, which surprises.
As if they think, as you said earlier, it should be going towards the water.
Yeah, I still can't quite believe it. Vu now. Well short.
Angelyin, let's see if she can master this 9th green. Well done. It's her under par.
Lovely finish to her front 9. Birdie, birdie.
Maybe a little late. Her big 9-iron.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that would have looked lovely off the tee.
Angelyin at the 10th missed the green front right and tried to throw that pitch all the way to the hole, but didn't quite get it there.
Ruoningyin teeing off in front of the Buick Century and driving it in fine style as well.
Well, what a great fight back it's been from jeenothitikul. Shouldn't be surprised, really, given what we've seen from her in her fledgling days on the LPGA Tour, or even as a schoolgirl on the Ladies European Tour.
Yeah, did she win at 14 or 15, was it?
14,
14,
yeah.
That's right, I thought that.
Sophie Walker was in the field. She won that week in Thailand. Happy memories, Sophie.
Oh, but she's caught that bunker at 255 off the tee. Kind of the one spot you have to avoid on the 10th tee shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of fairway left to that. I was also at Gino's victory at the Women's Amateur Asia Pacific back in 2018, which was a breakthrough, sort of big moment, and you could see it so early how good she was, and just a delight.
Yeah, she beat some players called Yuko Sasso and Patti Tavatanakit when she won that year.
Yeah, it was a 3 or 4 player playoff, so it was theatre in Singapore.
Minjee fortunate should have stayed short.
Outside chance here for Mirandawang, but as we know, enjoys this club in hand, but that's just going to come up shy. I've seen a few.
Earth, sand. Oh, it was about a 270 or a 340 even.
Yeah, there was plenty of the hole from Jennybae. She got hard done by there.
Angelyin's par putt. Another drop shot, 4 over par right now. Angelyin. There's only one player worse off on the leaderboard than that right now.
Let's see if Kang can, after chipping in on the 9th there for birdie.
Yeah, she's
a bit more conventional here on the 10th.
Yeah.
Maybe?
A little hiatus for 2 holes.
Never easy to try and make changes.
especially during the season.
Yeah. 7 would be a little easier to hit out.
I think so, and I think 7's good fun anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Well, an error in the tee shot. The wind from left to right must have caught Minjeelee out, who just found herself in this bunker down the right-hand side. She's got 153 yards to a back left pin. You can't afford to be short if you're going at this flag. Needs to play away from it. The lip shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Well, that was a very good shot there from Minjee. It was as if the lip forced her to go more at the flag there, just so she could have longer to get up and over the lip. But a good shot.
Well, liliavu just not holding anything right now. Gino also out of the sand.
8 iron, 140 yards. That sounded pure.
Cover is 26. That's the most cover you'll have.
128 yards for Ronin. Back left pin.
Final hole of what has been a glittering day for arpichayayubol. How about one more birdie to finish the day?
Oh, I think she just needs to hit the green after her last 2 putts. And, oh, what a good shot.
Outside chance of birdie here on the 10th. Swinging from right to left.
A wonderful performance, particularly with this club, from what we've seen from Arpichayayubol. Not what preceded. Just the par to finish, but still an excellent day. 8 under par, no drop shots, 64. And very likely to be leading at the end of day 1 in Shanghai. Meanwhile, back at 10, minjeelee looking to try and get within 4 of the now finished Yubol.
And can she get it to this hole on the 10th? Oof, a good try.
Yeah, I'm interested to watch Ronnie's putt coming up next from the same position as daniellekang. And this is where I think she'll get caught up a little bit.
Oh, a good putt. Very well done. The crowd are heating up.
Well, she is the star of the show right now. Look at that little run she is on.
Titikin now, just to try and tidy up for par. Just needs to keep the speed on it, stay positive with it. Yes, well done.
Well, early stages, this trio are star 3-ball.
Long putt here for mirandawang on the 11th. Oh, and that took a big jump, took a bit of the speed out of it.
No birdies today. Angelyin struggling, and there's another one gone. Jennyshin now at 13, third shot at this par 5. First putt came up a little shy for Wong. So a bit of work left in her par effort here. And yeah.
She looked a little unsure on that one, but it went in. Well done.
Danielle spent most of the summer actually in the United Kingdom. She's trying to qualify for the AIG Women's Open. Based herself most of the time in London.
Well, the suntan lotion is being sprayed on and the umbrella is up. It's not really a hole you'd want to take the honour on. It's a raised tee shot back into some wind. That pin on the right-hand side, 17 on 9 from the right. It's 142 yards, but the minimum carry. A-time.
Yeah, she looked like she was leaning as if it had gone right. I think it's caught that bunker on the right-hand side.
Miyuyamashita.
Come on, well done.
As I said before, half a club longer in distance, so Gino's got 8 iron.
Oh, and that was right over the flagstick.
Well, this is the hole where we had a hole-in-one earlier on today. That came from Lee.
Jennyshin for birdie to get to 5 under on the 13th. And a lovely little chip up to here. Come on, well done.
So that group tied for 3rd, getting a little larger now.
Let's see if Minjeelee can just get that distance. Gino a fraction long. Oh, and she can. Very good. Very good iron player, isn't she, Minjeelee? Her approach play, one of her strengths.
Did go in the bunker for ruoningyin.
Lovely bunker shot.
With this pin on the right portion, it's had a lot of traction, a lot of activity. There's so many spike marks to tap down. As Ronin jumped up to see her ball on the green, she was delighted.
And she's got another one. It's a great to go and see them, see the kind of up and coming, the new ones, some of the new stars that will be coming out in the next few years.
Well, look at what Ying Shu is up to today. She's one of those tied for 3rd at 5 under par on that mini leaderboard you can see.
Well, yeah, as you were saying, coming in with a lot of confidence, winning last week.
Pin high. You say that a lot about Minjeelee. Has worked hard with Mikey to find something in this one. He's looking down the left edge for a 2.
And one that she finds going through the gears here, Minjeelee. Just looks full of confidence. Doesn't look really like making any errors. Every hole, it's a birdie opportunity.
It has, as Sophie said, she just hits it pin high, gives herself so many chances.
First looked at munihe. Try and get to 2 under par. Known as Lily is munihe. She has just been on the front cover of Vogue Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, is a player that has over 1 million followers on Instagram. Don't think you've got quite as many as that, Katrina?
Maybe not quite as many. Chasing her, chasing.
Me neither. Up the hill at the par 4 12th. Mirandawang. As if she's lost this one a little right.
Oh, is it just going to stay there? There's a bit of a slope. She's lucky. There's a bit of a slope up there, but stuck.
That area of her game, it's not going to be her force, is it? No one told jeenothitikul that. She's hold the world on these greens. I think the other 2 players kind of just shaking their head, thinking, wow, So it's got the honour here. It's from right to left. Bunker on the right-hand side. 261. Wants to take it at the flag in the distance.
And a perfect drive there from Titikul.
Just hanging on to the fairway.
She might have just popped into a wee divot there, it looked like. It just hopped into something. It'd be interesting to see.
388, this par 4 is a front pin, the easiest pin on this par 4.
She's leaning. But fine.
Close to San Diego.
Just caught the right-hand side of the fairway.
Not too far, because remember having dinner with Ronnie.
She's turned it around. Unfortunately, Angelyin hasn't been able to do that. But she does remain at 5 over.
Give you the red hot tip. You do not want to go anywhere near that.
I'm quite happy with the number being the number. You good with that?
It's an 8 iron here for ruoningyin.
Out here, the 12th.
Might be slightly easier with a 9 iron in your hand. This front flag, can't see the bottom of it. It's an elevated green, 133 yards.
The crowd like it, and rightfully so. Minjeelee.
Yeah, another fantastic iron shot there from Minjee. 5 feet for another birdie.
275 tee shot, pitching wedge from 123. Going after it.
Yamashita. Oh, very nicely done.
That was a fraction unlucky, wasn't it? Just kind of skidded there on the bounce.
One would suggest. As we look at the Rolex Player of the Year standings, no surprise to see jeenothitikul right up the top with her playing partner Minjeelee. These two have been going toe-to-toe, stroke for stroke throughout the whole season.
Came up short on the last hole, same here. So put in a yard through Bermuda and back onto the bent grass. Not a whole lot in this one. Just how it's going to roll in that first few feet.
From the back of this par 5. Pretty smooth run, but another one. That seems to be the theme today, and in particular, right, our leader in the Rolex standings. Can she bin another one? That's going to go towards the water. Yeah, she looks so good over the flat stick. We saw it, fourth call.
Very relaxed, isn't it? I love the way the hands just look so soft on the putter. And that was a good try.
Yeah, that was certainly a good effort. And she keeps on keeping on.
You kind of think she's just plugging along, but she's 5 under.
Yeah, it's stress-free, isn't it? It's looked so easy thus far.
No stress, is there? It's just kind of fairways, greens.
Yeah, not a blemish on the card. That makes it back-to-back birdies for the Australian. Early in this back 9. Now, these putts are all of a sudden not looking as easy as they should be.
No, when you see someone up there at 8 under, 6 under, quite a few at 5 under, if you're sitting there at 2 under, you're not wanting to give one away.
Nicely done. We've certainly seen those positives with jeenothitikul, who made 3 bogeys in 3 holes, but she's...
Birdies out there. People are making birdies, so why can't I?
Yeah, I guess if you look at last year's championship, 25 under par was the total, so there's plenty out there for sure.
And there's ruixinliu, finish at 5 under. Opening round of 67.
And just to mop up.
And liliavu, we've seen her slide quite a few past, hit some good putts that haven't quite got in, but she's hit it in very close here, so see if she can convert. Oh
wow.
And here we are now, the reachable for someone left Gino's length, the par 5 13th.
Should have about 220 yards to the front at this par 5 green from there as we go to mirandawang up ahead. She has laid up.
Yeah, and a very inviting third shot there, and very well played.
I like ruoninyin's swing, a little fast action at the end.
Yeah, and here's the American lindyduncan on 18. Oh, and a nice shot coming down, giving herself a chance to get to 5 under for the day. Can she convert for birdie? Maybe just had a little bit too much on the edge. We've not really seen any hit the edges and go in.
Yeah, it feels like a missed opportunity, that, but it was a good looking stroke.
Just the short par 4, only 324 yards today. Come on.
Good to see her earlier today with a big highlight. Minjeelee now.
We've had a long wait. Minjeelee, 230 yards to the front edge, uphill lie. Needs all of this 3-wood.
Oh, she's got all of it and some. How on earth has that gone into that back bunker? It's hit the lip and just continued on. That's going to be an interesting shot from downtown.
Similar yardage. There's a bunker short, 200s to carry, but not in play, trying to thread the needle.
Oh, a fantastic shot there. Just landed short and bounced on.
Well, over to you, Gino. This front pin is the easiest one to get to, playing up the green.
Oh,
this is on a great line.
This looks so good. And it is. Eagle putt coming up for the world number 1.
Well, it's hot, but you have to say, so too has been some of the golf. Been a real treat for the fans, hopefully for you at home as well, watching this Buick LPGA Shanghai. Yuliu gets herself to 1 under par.
We saw the lovely shot in from lindyduncan on 18. Can she convert this to join that large group of players at 5 under in second place?
All the way. Fabulously done from the American, who's at the Chevron Championship earlier this year.
Minjeelee.
Landing it on the downslope, right about there.
Made that look very, very easy after a 3-wood ran through the green.
Such a great bunker player, isn't she, Minjee? She's quite sat back on her heels in general in her golf swing, which makes the bunker play easy. You can get those hands nice and low. And that ball came out shallow and landed where it needed to be. I can tell you what, that bunker that Mikey Patterson is raking, that's a freshie, because no one's hit it long on this green today. I can tell you, that was two mighty blows from minjeelee there. Next up, ruoningyin. She's just eyeing up this eagle putt. Plays the easiest hole on the golf course every year, this 13th hole, and it's only had 7 rounds in the 60s this year. Ronin, you mentioned that she hasn't played since the AIG Women's Open, but that's a stat that she would like to fix this week in order to defend here.
Needs to get up, needs to get up. For Gino to do some journalism.
Mirandawang. And around these parts is Wong, to give her a full Chinese name.
You've got to hit it, Gino.
Oh, and she hasn't. She's left it in the jaws.
So informed, Minjee's going to tap in for another birdie here, one would assume. We could actually see arpichayayubol 64 maybe contested a little here later.
I think it could be challenged. I mean, you've got the next 14, a short par 4, then you've got a reachable par 5 on 17, very accessible pin on 16, the par 3, so there are a lot of birdie chances, and we've seen a lot of birdies in 18, so... And this group have heated up.
Well, this is to jump into second place on her own for minjeelee.
Very relaxed start to their day as a group, wasn't it? But the cream is certainly rising to the top. A near formality for minjeelee after a superb bunker shot. Thank you very much. Solo second.
Very good birdie, as you say, from out that back bunker. A little unlucky in her second shot. She kind of caught the downslope of the front bunker and scooted it forward, but 3 birdies in a row.
Nicely done. 3 birdies from all 3 players on this feature group, and they now head to 14. Wow.
Doesn't happen often.
I would have no clue myself.
How many do you have then, Katrina?
I have had 11, actually.
11?
But then Daniellekang, who we're watching right now, had one yesterday on 16, her 19th.
19.
Oh.
That can be pretty difficult, because sometimes you can feed off the other players, and when everyone else, well, not everyone else, but a lot of the players are going low, you know, it's difficult. If your group are kind of struggling, it's difficult for you to keep pushing on and trying to make the birdies.
Because she hasn't dropped a shot yet today, Miranda, whereas her playing partners have been frittering them away. Here is Miranda. Rookie season. It's taken a little while to get onto the LPGA Tour. A couple of years on the Epsom Tour. Standout amateur. Won the NCAAs with Duke, or Duke, as they say back in the States.
Yeah, that's a huge era with a 3-wood in hand.
Well, there's no doubt standout name there probably is minjeelee, given the year that the world number 4 has had 2 back of arpichayayubol. Well, we mentioned ashleighbuhai. Here she is at 9.
Her third shot, that pin that's tucked well over on the left-hand side next to the water.
Yamashita. Looks like a hybrid, maybe even a 3-wood into 15 here. Oh, and it's a truly delightful one as well. Look at this.
116 yards. Oh, what a bounce that got.
Yeah, I suppose kind of what you would expect coming from that lie, but...
Ruoningyin. She'll be a little bit disappointed not to get the eagle putt to the hole.
We will see the difference coming from the fairway. Minjeelee 90 yards.
Another excellent shot from Minjeelee. It's just the control she's had with her short irons today. She's just been peppering the flagsticks.
Yeah, and you can see why there's so many birdies on this hole, Sophie. If they're using a 3-wood and just a small wedge like that, it's all there for them, isn't it?
It is. 85 yards, so just trying to feel one in here, gripping a gap wedge down.
And another stunner.
Miyuyamashita after that wonderful hybrid she hits in here. Come on. Yes. That was a very good birdie.
Can ashleighbuhai do the same on her final hole?
Not the place to be. This could be 3-putt territory.
Needs to hurry.
Well, it all comes back to the tee shot, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, struggling for par in a 324-yard par 4.
Yeah, Ronnie's got a weak, short right shot in the bag today, which has meant that, you know, on this back nine especially, she's just off the tee box and then on the par 3, 11th, so into 12. She's just not quite getting that face square and turning onto it. And you lose yardage as well as hitting it down the right-hand side. Minjeelee is getting that line perfect for this birdie putt. It's cut in a bowl. Have it breaking from right to left off that slope that ruoningyin had to come down. Another putt for birdie.
Pity. It's another fabulous approach, but she is still blemish-free, still just a couple behind. Still one more birdie try to come here. Minjeelee stays 6 under par.
Right now, Wong on the 15th. Slightly elevated green here. Hard to get it all the way back, but it's a very good attempt. Gives herself another chance. Needs one to drop soon.
Fantastic. And they went for gin and ronic.
Sorry, what?
Apparently it's Gino's coach's favourite drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gin and ronic. Well, she would have seen a lot from that part, but can't execute.
Disappointing drop shot from the defending champion. First since the 3rd hole. So she's back to 2 under par. Minjeelee stays at 6 under, and Titikan up to 4 under par now. Yeah, particularly when you think the form she's been in, the fact that she's won here a couple of years ago, you'd have earmarked her at the start of the week as a real contender.
Position A+, follow that one.
And why not? You see them out with the cameras, the phones. They want to get a video of this swing. One of the best in the game.
Shot. Yeah, and you can see why. That is silky smooth and powerful as well.
I'm glad you said that.
Mirandawang.
The crowd reaction tells us all.
Well, yeah, daniellekang, not in the ideal spot, but we don't need to see it to know what has unfortunately happened there for one of the local hopes.
Miyuyamashita, par 3, 16th.
Yeah, playing 176 yards today. That lovely Buick for a hole-in-one.
Ooh.
She's scared the hole.
But she does have 162 yards. We'll have to play for some release after the last hole. Hitting 7-iron. Pin middle, but on the left-hand side.
Yeah, this green's got a small bowl to it, so can often help the ball get closer, but she hasn't got any run at all from...
Gino's got a 146. It's an 8-iron. Plays slightly uphill. This is her 150 club. Wants to keep it right of this pin.
She's looking very rhythmic at the moment, and the results are certainly showing just the slow, flowing, sawn-off finish at the moment. Every shot she's playing, it's not the full kitchen sink, is it?
No, just trying to get that precise yardage that she needs.
The locals here in Shanghai getting treated to a clinic from this group.
139 yards. This is a 9-iron.
And to her standards, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah, looked like she was maybe just trying to draw that one in a little bit, but didn't, just hung it out on the right-hand side.
A fantastic day at the office. Yingshu has done it.
In the last few weeks that she wants to play the Augusta National Women's Amateur in April, so I've got a feeling she won't turn pro until after that.
It's a fantastic opportunity, isn't it, for the top amateurs to go and play Augusta.
In on the last hole from the rough has caused this one, really.
Needs to snap now.
Left herself another one.
All right. Outside birdie chance, but she's putted well today to get to 5 under. Oh, look at that.
King birdie, this is jennybae at the last for a round of 65. Second best of the day for the rookie.
In particular on that 18th hole, it's in that bowl at the back right, which is a really fun pin and as easy as it's going to get on that final hole this week. Minjeelee now.
Coaxing one down the slope from right to left.
Nice effort. Probably due a little breather from the birdies.
Don't know if she'd agree with you there, George. Never want a breather from birdies.
Absolutely. Mirandawang's just the one birdie today, albeit she's had 14 pars as well, has Wong.
Gives a completely different kind of look, feel, angle to the hole. Bunkers kind of come into play. I think the water comes into play more if you move it to the right-hand side.
Agonisingly close. That's 2 in a row now for the defending champion. It's amazing how quickly things can change out here. Jeenothitikul has a very, very good look at yet another birdie. What a view. What a run she's on. All of a sudden.
Oh, well, please say red, because I've only got red. That's 170 is this club, which means Gino is not wanting to go long of this pin. It drops away like a slide. 176 is the flag, but looking to land this short of it.
Red is certainly the colour, and pretty bang on the number 2. Unfortunate to roll out there.
which she changed at the AIG Women's Open this year, much to many people's disappointment, because it got out this year, earlier in the year, about the colours. So, you know, some people weren't doing their research. You have to go check every single week, just in case she changes her clubs, and it's for her father, so he knows what club she's hitting while watching.
Not for commentators, obviously.
It helps for commentators. Downslope, which can take it towards the flag as well if you keep it short and left. But if you miss left, it goes on another compartment of this green. Wind from right to left. Take it at Minjeelee's golf ball.
That was a really committed swing. It's a wonderful golf shot. That's more like what we've come to expect from ruoningyin after the first round, and it all worked out rather well after that.
Kupcho for eagle. Oh.
Opt in to chip this one back into the slope.
Yeah, it was amazing how quickly that little pitch died down for Titikul. Almost could have putted it.
Shows a great confidence, I think, in your short game, in your ability, if you pull out a wedge or a sand iron from that distance.
What do you think, Sophie, of the way these greens have been? Because I know that they don't look great, but generally they seem to be rolling okay.
They roll better than they look, and you've got to play the number. But there is that uncertainty. If you miss a couple of short ones, it's going to get into your mind.
Yeah, massive shout out to the team here at Chisong Gardens Golf Club. They've been pressured by the amazing heat, which they don't normally get here in China, so they've done all they can. They closed the course a few weeks earlier from the members to do everything to get it in some sort of condition for this week.
Yeah, it should be remembered, the greens here are bent grass, which really in this part of the world, you'd think Bermuda greens would generally favour better, but when we've had the amount of humidity that there has been in the last few months, never mind the last few weeks, that's why the greens have suffered a little. Well, that was a pure strike, Sophie, wasn't it? That tee shot from ruoningyin.
Start of this putt. Wow.
I always think it's difficult, though. She hasn't... But it's only her 13th LPGA Tour event of the season, and she hasn't played one since she missed the cut both at Evian and at the AIG Women's Open. Those were her last two starts. That's back in August, and here we are in October now.
It's not a lot of golf, is it, for a year?
No, but she feel like it'll keep her fresh, and it's a long career.
Well, not only has she come back from a relatively long break, she's come back as a defending champion. So she's
in her home country.
Yeah, she's come back with so much expectation. So there is a bit on the shoulders.
And the first little bit of pressure here for Minjee.
Yeah, certainly haven't seen too many par putts this long from her.
No, she kind of ran that first one a little bit past. Just inside left. Well done.
No problem at all. No drop shots today from Minjeelee.
I think I was more nervous over that one than perhaps Minjee was.
Yeah, she looked...
Well, maybe a year ago.
Yeah, that's been the difference, hasn't it?
Titikul now. Looking to tidy up as well. Great hole, the 16th. It's going to be fun to watch later in the week, come Sunday afternoon. After that delightful approach, Jennyshin
for birdie number 7 of this opening round. Well, we may be watching the two Jennies. Can't think of too many other Jenny golfers, to be fair.
Jenny just as a porn.
Can it be? Oh, finally!
Yamashita can make birdie here on the very reachable 17th. Whether she got into trouble off the tee, but had to lay up. Liliavu for birdie at 18. This would be a nice way to finish. Get her back to even par. Yes, we've saw her miss quite a lot, and you can see that from that reaction.
And there's cut one down the right. It's tight down that left-hand side, it really is. And it brings the bunkers in the middle of the fairway in range, whereas years gone past, it was no issue whatsoever. Correct, it's where do you want the risk, on the tee shot or the second shot? Take it down the left, you don't come over those bunkers, like you said, Bean. But these players are so used to going down the right-hand side, they've spent years doing it.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised not to see a few more. It's Ruoningyin looks to follow them. 3 from 3.
I thought you were going to make a speech. Sorry. I do like champagne though.
Coming to the US, well, it's George was saying, looking very much at home.
Another player who needs one, who wants one, who deserves one to drop.
To get used to those changes, needs to protect that back. It was so debilitating for her just to be playing pain-free again. Means a lot. Angel's had her injury issues as well.
A bright spot on the card.
Still in range if you want to go for it. It's 215 yards to the front that carries that big, deep bunker. Into the wind, 3 wood for Gino.
And that looked good. Very good shot.
Similar yardage here for Ronin, 1 yard closer. 214 is that minimum. See if she can get it over the bunker and catch the downside.
Oh, wow.
Oh, just carry the water with the top.
Oh, she's boned that.
Was that the old Masters lake trip?
Oh,
Trying to skim it across the water. Yeah, just a complete top. Just shows the best players in the world are capable of doing it.
You can see the ripples, but the ball's dry, yeah? Is that right? There it is.
It is, it's dry. I wouldn't fancy hitting this one now. In range, 228 flag.
She's pulled this way left. This is going left on left.
And that's caught the bunker we just saw Angelyin in.
Somewhat being saved by the bunker, potentially.
Finished tied 3rd here in this event 6 years ago, Yuliu. For a birdie finish. Yeah, when you think Marty Doe and Houghton Lee having terrific years, Corn Ferry Tour and on the DP World Tour.
And nearly Thailand, maybe for, 3 or 4 years ago, had a lot of good players. But I would say you're right, Japan at the moment.
A lovely finish from liliavu. Yeah, Eri Jatanagarn really kind of leading the way there for the Thai players. Back to 17.
68 yards.
Just dug its heels in, Sophie's just come up a little bit short.
To the 9th. Haven't been here in a while. This pin tucked away on the left tier. And Yoon looking to make the most of it. Ooh, She's used every yard possible. 7 under so far today. That's incredible golf.
Oh, yeah.
Might have to take a foot outside of this bunker. It's right up against the back of it. It's a similar shot in the sense of execution on the 13th hole, the par 5, where she's got to land it on the downslope. But this will come out flatter, so it can easily get away from it. It's a harder stance. So you have to really flick this wedge underneath it, get it down steep.
Yeah, and she's done just that. Look at this. Rolls out beautifully. Every time she's found the trouble, she's bounced back and got out of it.
2 quality bunker shots we've seen on 13 and 17, the 2 par 5s in this back 9 from Minjeelee.
An eagle putt for Gino here.
Ruoningyin. Plenty of gardening. Oh, there she goes again. Before this putt, a lot of attention.
Yeah, it's potentially the shorter ones, isn't it? You're not hitting quite so hard, but on these kind of greens, you maybe just need to try and keep the pace up. Yes, well done. She just, honestly, she looks so comfortable now over these. That's kind of 4, 5, 6 footers.
And you'd
She
fancy her
expects
chances.
to hold them.
And you'd fancy her chances, wouldn't you, to match Yubon now, birdie 18.
Well, George would.
Absolutely. To 6 under par, creeping ever closer as this day progresses. And there it is.
What a day to forget for Angelyin. It's a long way back from a round of 78. Bless you. Yeah, she's had a number kind of around this sort of length. A couple have lipped out. Winner in Boston a couple of months ago.
Well done. She deserved that one. We've seen her quite a few just go past the edges. Look at that, 2 birdies.
Well ranked outside the top 500 in the world now, Daniellekang. Come on, birdie finish. No. And
Very good drive there from Minjee. Down 18. That's just going to be just about 100 yards to the front from there.
well, she's not quite lived up to the exploits of her playing partners after playing the wrong ball in the Korean Open a couple of years ago. story we probably can get into a little more as the week goes on, but there she is, round of 65 from a very talented player inside that top 50 of the world, alongside Minjeelee and the two Jennybae and Shin. 64 from arpichayayubol.
I think she's going all the way.
And a very good one, just the...
I admire the way that Minjee can flatten out a ball flight on a driver just to get that extra bit of yardage. But like I said, she's now on the downslope. It's 129 yards. So the trajectory will come down here. So opt in for a wedge, play it slightly off the back foot, put your weight on your left side.
She nudged that one forward beautifully, well described by Sophie. Just caught the little downslope and nudged it a bit closer to the hole.
Well, if she can roll that one in, she'll join arpichayayubol on the mark of 8 under par.
This is what Ronnie faces now. Wants to keep the pace up because it can be quite slow from the far side of the hole here on 18.
It seems a long way off, but we know, I'm sure she'll be on the phone or on the video to her coach Holton Freeman, trying to iron out a few creases. And after 2 months away,
Going for her, she knows she can go low round this golf course.
so we've seen one round of 8 under par. Here's the opportunity for the second.
It's been such a drastic change. I remember following Minjee last year and it didn't look like a hole was even there for her to make a putt, whereas now everything looks so steady. There's a confidence to her putting. Just wants to move this one down the hill.
Well, not to be right at the end, but nothing wrong at all with what we've seen from Minjeelee today. It's been an easy 65, hasn't it, really? No stress in there at all.
It has. It's been one of the easiest 65s we've seen. Just that one kind of testy little par putt she had, I think, back up on the 16th. But, yeah, just been smooth sailing. Titikin here to see if she can match Minjee. Get in at 7 under. Oh.
That was an emphatic response to being 3 over par after 2 holes.
That most certainly was, wasn't it? I mean, after that start, many players would have been kind of, oh, God, it's just not going to be my day today.
It ended up very much being her day. She's tied second. And every chance she and Minjee will be out again tomorrow together. Yeah, Titikin and Minjeelee both shooting rounds of 65. 71 then from ruoningyin in this stellar 3-ball have lived up to their billing.
They've delivered, haven't they? They've given us an entertaining afternoon's golf. Lots of birdies.
Minjeelee's played in every one of these Buick LPGA Shanghai's. Had her best finish here last year when she finished it. Keeping in the shade. Yeah. You want to stay out of that sun as much as possible. It is really hot. The humidity factor as well. They have had the tennis here this week, haven't they? The Shanghai Masters, and a lot of the players have been suffering out on the tennis court.
And to join the players in tied 7th.
Well, we're focused. Those Spanish hands around the green came up trumps.
You don't come across many Spanish.
Well, she always has a great attitude. Jeenothitikul, lovely to hear from her there. She shot 65. so did Minjeelee. Different kind of 65.
Yeah, a slightly different way. Minjee really didn't do much wrong, starting with an opening birdie there in the first hole.
Yeah, matched Gino with one at 5. For every hole, fairways, greens, and it's just a case of whether the putt went in or not.
Yeah, it just always felt like Minjee was just hitting her irons pin high, giving herself chances.
Yeah, it's a recipe that'll work well. Birdie number 3 of the day came at the 8th, out in 33, and a nice foundation for what would be a very strong back 9 as well.
Yeah, here she is on 11, the par 3 down the hill for a birdie 2. And the start, as you say, of a little run on this back 9.
Yeah, the KPMG Women's PGA champion here at 12, which generally plays one of the trickier holes on the golf course, playing a little down breeze today. Kind flag, and Minjeelee found it. Another birdie.
And here we are on 13 for her 3rd birdie in a row. After going through the green with a 3-wood, had a beautiful little bunker shot there, just catching the slope and running it down to the hole, setting up a birdie for in her 3rd in a row.
I mean, she hasn't finished outside the top 30 in any event all season. I mean, I know Gino's a top 10 machine, but Minjee's right up there with her.
Yeah, and another fabulous bunker shot there on 17 to set up another birdie. But I think you can just see that from her play today, the consistency